So in this video, we're going to go just a little bit into my background. And I got some notes here that I'll look down to and kind of refer to, but I feel it's important to kind of let you know who I am, where I came from, why I'm here, and what my goals are for working as a counselor and for the folks that I work with. And we're going to cover three things really. We're just going to go, kind of my education, past jobs, why counseling was something that I chose to do, and just my general view on mental health. So the first part there is education. So I am an older student intern right now. Maybe by the time you see this video, I'll already be fully, or not fully, but licensed. I'm working as a licensed registered intern. But before that, I was in the Marine Corps for over 12 years. After my time in the Marine Corps, I ran a business with my wife, liquidating foreclosures for banks. I actually have an economics degree in business economics. And then I've worked different security roles as well as other real estate roles in government. And so how did somebody like that get to counseling? Which I think is kind of an interesting thing I've always liked to give back and I've liked to help people. And one of the things I always did is I sought out opportunities in those positions to mentor other people and help them advance, whether it be personally or professionally. And so after departing from doing those jobs and having the opportunity to do almost anything I wanted to do, I really had a calling to come into the mental health field. And the main reason for that is because I just feel like we're watching what in some ways seems like a burning building. There's a lot of folks that are having struggles. The more aware we seem to become of mental health, it seems like we're seeing things declining as far as the numbers of people who are struggling with suicidal thoughts, anxiety, depression, behavioral problems with children and teens. And it just seems like it's a difficult time. It's an industry that's undermanned, underwomaned. Actually, kind of a funny point there I'll say is that 1 in 4 to 1 in 5 counselors are men. It's a predominantly female field. Which is interesting because when it started with your Freuds and your other people, there were almost no women in it. So it's very interesting to see that we've seen that transition over time. So that's kind of my past and why I got into counseling. But I want to talk about my views just on mental health in general. One of the items I feel like is important for us to realize, or at least important for folks to know, is that I come from the stance that you're well. I really view even people who are struggling with anxiety or struggling with depression. The reality is you're probably quite well and you're having a very normal human response to stressors, anxiety, things within the world that can cause problems. Now, that's not to say that there aren't resources, psychiatrists, medications, other things that can be used to help folks. But what I'm saying is for the most part, I feel as though people are well and that sometimes they just need to get some assistance in addressing the things that are going on in their world and developing coping strategies that help them move forward into being happy and being successful. One of the things that I feel brings a lot of strength to me being a counselor, is the fact that I've worked in various business roles where a lot of the styles that I utilized even there are to get to know people, to help people achieve greater things, are very similar to what I use now in the counseling office. And the background of the economics degree, and it was heavy into statistics, and I know a lot of people don't enjoy statistics, puts me in a position to really analyze the scientific material that is coming out for the industry to discern whether something is a really valid approach that can be used as an intervention to help people, or whether there's potential for the jury to still be out on something that's called science. And just to give you an example, one of the things that's been growing lately is the concept of a qualitative study. And a qualitative study can use, as few as one person, but oftentimes they're under 10 people. And they'll do a study, they'll come to a determination, and then they will publish it as scientific fact. And the reality is I feel like you and anyone, watching this or anybody that I'm working with is an individual. And to boil down something that's, a trend for maybe 10 people and say, yes, this scientifically applies to another person, to me could potentially be causing them a disservice. So I like to take the time to really dissect the science and the information that's out there and work from an objective standpoint of what we can measure and know is factual and true. So that's just kind of the views on, on why I got into this and my experience. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. We do offer 15-minute phone consultations. Thank you very much and have a great day.